morning, everybody. I haven't uploaded in a while, but it's Evan, and we're outside technically. We're outside. Yeah, there's Jared.
There's trees for proof.
Yeah, exactly, and a bird feeder. But anyways, there's a little bit melancholy right now because my car is packed up, and I'm about to head out to Tucson, Arizona from Chicago. It's a 1,776 mile drive, and I'm actually moving permanently, as far as I understand, to Tucson to try to get some stuff started. So unfortunately, I'm going to leave Jared here in Illinois, and he's going to go on his own adventures, but he might be joining me later on in Arizona. He might be moving in, but yep, I'm just going to, you know, come on, goodbye. We're not technically leaving right now, but I got to give him that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to get on the road here in just a second. All right, guys, we're packed up. As you can see, I got all my stuff in here. I have the ability now, to actually see my screen without my GPS screen burned into it now. It's a very long drive. We're trying to move out to Joplin, Missouri today, and that's gonna take around 9 hours, but I'm gonna be stopping a decent bit, so it's probably gonna be more like 10, 11 hours total travel time, so I'll get there pretty late. We're starting a big new chapter right now, so this is the first step. Let's get into it. Alright guys, a little bit of a status report here. Drive has been really nice. I was able to hang out on a call with some friends. I got this neck support thing that I got for Christmas many years ago on right now. That's really helping me out with keeping my neck safe and healthy and not crinked up. We are just outside of St. Louis right now. Drive has been on and off rain, overcast, as you've seen in the time lapse. Overall, it's been a decent drive, nothing too stressful. It's making me miss the Midwest though, because there's like peak Midwest weather, you know, just dreary, but there's something special about it, you know. guys, day one of travel is over. It was around a 9-hour drive, and I sped through it a little bit. Sorry for this mess, but I sped through my drive just a little bit to get here pretty quickly. But I'm here in Joplin, Missouri. I had a drunk dude stumble past my car and say, "What's happening, man?" When I got out of my car, and I was like, "Sup?" and just came on in here. It took me a little bit to get in my room though, because I guess the attendant was in the bathroom or something, so I had to wait for her to get back. But I'm gonna cook up some food and eat some dinner, get a shower going, and book another hotel for tomorrow. So guys, this is what my mom made me for dinner today to take on with me. This is menudo. It's like a Filipino stew thing that you eat over rice. It might be still a little cold, but I put it in the microwave a little bit. Just gonna mix it up and eat it, but this is what my dinner's gonna be like. Good morning, everybody. It is now officially morning in Missouri. I'll show you my view here. Not much of one. Typical American highway town, really, right now. There's more Joplin than this, but right now the place I'm in is like this. I just ate the rest of my dinner for breakfast instead of going to the free breakfast. Making sure I didn't leave anything. Got my bag all packed up. And the gas tank is about half, so I'm gonna drive for a little bit before I get gas. And then we'll stop, get some gas, maybe get some more caffeine in us, and back on the drive. It'll be another 9 hours and 22 minutes, I think, exactly, and not including stops. Well, so far so good. It looks like no one broke into my car. This thing actually fell off the car on the drive here. It was just hanging, so I took it off, but there goes that. Oops, I should probably open it. It is really cold to just only have a sweatshirt on right now, but that's what I got. All right, back on the road, guys. Good news, excuse me, whew. Good news is I actually just stopped procrastinating and took out my laptop and just drained the SD card into the laptop just now. So I have full memory now. I also have an extra, I forgot I had an extra SD card, so it doesn't really matter. So we're all set. Let's get on the road to New Mexico. Alright guys, we stopped for a second here just outside of Clinton, Oklahoma. It's really starting to feel like Texas. It's already pretty close to Texas now. I just stopped at a Wendy's to get some actual food because I started getting a headache from driving, and I didn't really eat much besides my leftovers this morning, so it's already 1:35, so it's about time to eat. I'm just gonna eat a little bit here, just finish the burger, and then just snack on my fries while I drive, and then keep going. But we're making good progress. We have 5 hours and 5 minutes left, maybe just around halfway there. Not sure, but make good progress. we just crossed into Texas from Oklahoma. We have about 4 hours left of our drive, around 275 miles. And we'll get there at 5:37 p.m. Been pleasantly surprised with how scenic everything's been, even though it's, you know, January. It's quite rolling hills, not like a ton of really sharp hills, but kind of rolling. Lots of trees out here that are really short and very sparsely leaved because of the time of year. Very scrubby looking. I saw some junipers earlier, and those were really nice. I'm predicting that when we cross into Arizona tomorrow, that'll be where all the views are coming for. I just hope that when we cross in, the daylight will be okay enough that the camera will be able to see stuff, because as we're going to be crossing into Arizona, we're driving west, so we're driving into the setting sun, and we're going to be crossing into Arizona later in the day, so I just hope that the glare isn't just shooting right into the camera. Hey guys, we stopped at a gas station here right outside of Amarillo. We are only 2.5 hours away from our final destination for the day. And I picked up a little bit of stuff from this gas station slash store place. Got some Nesquik. I got some Advil because I couldn't find mine. I think it's buried. And then I also got a Red Bull. And I know that this place that I'm going doesn't really have a lot of food in the area, so just in case, I picked up some chili. I can have some of that for dinner. I've been streaming to my friends while I drive, so it's been pretty nice. Drive's gone a lot faster and a lot smoother than I thought it was gonna go because of that. We're gonna continue on here in just a second. So yeah, let's hit it. Well guys, we've made it to New Mexico. Finally. We are really feeling in the West now. I mean, I kind of felt that out in Oklahoma, but not as much as you do when you get through New Mexico. Now I feel like I'm in the Southwest. Now I feel like a cowboy. We're back. It's feeling good. We only have an hour and a half to go. Actually, a little less than an hour and a half. Tomorrow will be our last day of driving. Now that I'm out in the West, I'm starting to feel, you know, really back in my element with these things. So let's continue with the drive and let's get to that hotel. almost done driving for the day. You may be able to see in front of this truck here, this guy's been flying with me. He's been driving like he's a normal normal car. I couldn't really tell if he wants to pass me or somebody else, but I'm gonna let him go past. This storm kind of came out of nowhere. It's like casting a shadow over right where I need to go. Literally 10 minutes and we're at the hotel, which is really great. This storm's kind of nuts. The camera probably won't do it justice, and it doesn't look really big, but it looks very ominous. I learned how to tell like when storms were coming out west because I listened to this one podcast that taught us how to do it, and it's usually when the clouds are a certain height from the ground. And by the time I saw these, they were already dumping rain. You could see the tendrils going down. So I knew it was gonna be rainy. I haven't hit it yet though, but we're driving right into it. It's right over Santa Rosa, which is that settlement down there. You might not be able to see the lights from here. There hasn't been a lot of other towns out here, honestly. We're through like a pretty desolate area, and it's gorgeous, and it makes for some aesthetic driving. But, you know, it's very clear that this part of the country that you're driving through, this road, is meant specifically for people who are travelers and truckers. Those are the two. Last night was actually really fun because I actually was able to, unfortunately I got there late in the day, so, which is to be expected. I got there earlier than I thought I was going to, but I got there later than enough time was given for me to just like sit and do stuff. I had a lot of stuff to do. So, this time, I got my dinner already, which I did last time, but I have all the stuff I need in my backpack already. And besides like the stuff I'm using right now, like the speaker and the GoPro stuff, I'm gonna log on and play some YouTube. In Missouri, it was nice because they actually had some of my favorite movies playing on the TV. John Wick. I love the John Wick series, and they had that on the TV, the newer ones, so that was really nice. I'm kind of curious as what the weather's gonna be like tomorrow, because this rain looks pretty interesting, and I know that we're headed in the direction of course, California, and right now, as of recording, and a couple days before, there's been like record rainfall in California. It's like unheard of, because it's usually in a drought, you know, but now they're having like a ton of rain, which is good. They need the rain, but like everything's flooding, and it's making a lot of the California residents who, you know, are used to sunny skies very dreary. For someone like me, that's like being at home, you know. But apparently some of that has leached over to Arizona, which is good. They need it, because last time I was there a few years ago, they said it was the worst. I talked to some cotton farmers out there, and they said that this was the worst drought they've seen in 35 years, which is crazy. So I'm glad they're getting some rain. Hope it doesn't destroy everything. Okay guys, we've made it to our hotel. We're at a Super 8 in Santa Rosa, New Mexico. This isn't the hotel I stayed at with my dad. I actually saw it when we came in. It was a La Quinta Inn up the road, but this place is pretty good. Small room. Don't need much though. TV's going. Got everything I need. And the most important part is the bathroom is nice. Looks like from the news and from what I heard in the lobby, this place might be getting snow soon. A little bit north of where I am. Well, actually, now I'm looking at the forecast, right through where I am, but then I go around it tomorrow. Actually, when I was in the lobby, there was a trucker that was just hanging out with everybody. He was talking about how he had to go through snow to get to where we are, all the way up from Denver, long drive. A lot of characters in this hotel. It's the small ones. It's the small hotels, the small like motels and stuff. If you hang out some places, sometimes you'll run into some cool people. But I'm gonna get set up here and dig into my chili and stuff, and we'll get ready for the next day. Good morning, everybody. In the hotel I just left. Well, left you in last time. We are in the beautiful town of Santa Rosa. You can't really see well because of the screen, but it's really pretty out there. It's kind of dead looking right now, but it's It's actually a really nice town, right along historic Route 66. Today is our final day of driving. We're gonna try to get to Tucson, Arizona in about 8-9 hours, probably around more like 9 or 10. Usually I leave here about like 9-10, and it is 8 o'clock and I'm about ready to jump out of here. The car needs gas, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get some gas, but then we'll head out and we'll go for a little bit and find something to eat. So yeah, I'll get us on the road. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm in the car now. This is the place I was staying at here. I'm just defrosting the window right now. As you can see, it's a little frosty. Nothing too crazy. I could probably just drive with it, but I'm gonna get everything set up here so I can get on the road. Turns out there was a breakfast actually this morning, and I was able to grab a waffle. Mediocre waffle, but it was okay. This town's actually really nice. The people here are really nice. I think a lot of this place, from what I did my research on, this place revolves a lot around travel and tourism, which makes sense. Obviously, there's not really much here besides it being historic, you know. But that's all, and it's really small, and there's it's easy to see it in like a day, but it's worth it to see it in a day. So if you guys have time, I really recommend coming down to Santa Rosa and taking like a good day or two to check it out. It's pretty awesome. All right, guys, I just stopped down this road to get a couple of things. I got a sandwich for the road, and I got some more caffeine. I'm gonna wait to use for a little bit. I'm all set up here. Decided against driving too much through the city or the town, just because I kind of want to just get going. But you will see it as I get out of here, so that's good. But we're all set, we're gassed up, and we're ready to go. So let's hit it. good progress here in New Mexico. We're going through a lot of really cool territory, and I'm actually in a call with Jared right now. Say hi, Jared.
Hello.
Yeah, I hope you can hear him well. He's coming through my Bluetooth speaker right now. It's really crazy that we got service all the way out here. I'll show you what we're looking at. We're on the we're on Route 55, well, Route 55, Highway 55, and we're heading west here. We're going to be passing through some more forested stuff, and we're heading towards a couple of mountains here, which is really cool. But we're going to be on this for another 118 miles. It looks like I'm going to be doing a lot of recording today because it's going to be a very scenic drive. We are just outside. This is the Torrance County line we're crossing through right now. I'm also, like I mentioned earlier, streaming this drive in parts to people, and right now Jared is one of those people in the call with me watching. Oh, look at all this. Look at this, dude. Look at this greenery here. Yeah, I jumped into a gorge. It's probably going to be pretty spotty here, but I was recording a little bit, but there's a lot of greenery in here because I'm in a valley.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of, this is all like juniper. I forget if the berries are edible. I don't think they are. If they are, they're really gross tasting, like they're sour, but this is what most of the trees in these scrublands are. They're like short, bushy trees like this.
I get you. Okay.
Alright guys, I'm in a town in New Mexico right now called Carrizozo, I believe is what it's called. But this town's really cool, ran into a couple locals and stuff, just decided to get some gas. I'm going to be filling up a lot more frequently, just because I don't know when I'm going to be able to get gas next a lot of the time. Because we're in a really remote area. The drive has been beautiful, as you've been able to see. I took a little bit here to get some gas, get a little snack and some more caffeine, and to figure out my GoPro stuff, because I'm going to be recording a lot right now for this last drive. And so I got my charger set up here for my GoPro, and I took out my, I got another SD card here that I can swap out now, just on standby. But we're on a new battery, and we're going to get back out on the road here. Really cool place. It's just like in the middle of nowhere, a Family Dollar, a gas station, some restaurants and stuff, and a motel. Ran into a lot of natives and some hunters here. That's about it. And the rest of the people are just like traveling from far places. So I kind of really like New Mexico. All right, let's get back on the road. Alright guys, we're continuing on the road here. Kind of funny on the way out, I thought I'd share that this town was actually pretty sweet, but as I'm walking out, there's a motel over there, and I saw some dude just walking out there, just like holding a crossbow with a scope on it. Pretty sure it was a crossbow at least. Either that or it was an air rifle, but I couldn't get a good look. But definitely a firearm or air gun or a crossbow with a scope and stuff on it. I think they were shooting the pigeons out there. What a different place, man. It's kind of right up my alley, honestly. But lots of cool little scattered houses out here that are definitely just ranch houses and stuff, and they just all live in that town right there. That's where they get all their stuff, and it seems like a nice life. Update, guys. We are right near White Sands missile testing area. This place is kind of cool because there's parts of it that you can go into and sled down on sleds. It's a big sandy area that a lot of tourists like to visit, and they have like these signs that are up around the town with lights on them, and they say that if it's flashing, then prepare to have a delay in getting through the area because they close down traffic so that they can test missiles. But I've been through here when I was a kid and actually sled down the hills out there. I actually almost caught a really big lizard out there, I remember. Also, my cat at the time, we had our cat out on a leash, on like a little like harness, and the cat slipped the harness and got loose in this area, but we got it back. But that was a bit of a scary moment, because we knew it would run if we chased it. But there was some signs nearby that said, hey, don't pick up hitchhikers here because there's detention facilities in the area, meaning jails and prisons, so they could be escaped inmates. If there's one place I wouldn't want to end up in a prison or jail at, it's the Southwest. I've heard nothing but bad things about Southwest jails. It's there are some pretty tough places in here, I'll say. Last time I was here, there were 2 inmates that escaped, and there were like signs all over the place saying to watch out for them, and there was a reward for information to arrest them and stuff, and they ended up chasing them down in a cotton field. It was all on tape. But kind of crazy. Alright guys, we just made it through our first of probably many border checkpoints. If you're not from the southern the southwestern U.S. where you're on borders where a lot of people try to come through legally, that's pretty common around here. Most of the people there are pretty chill. They'll just wave you through usually. They're like, oh yeah, have a good day. Or they'll ask you to roll down your window and they ask you if you're a U.S. citizen. You say yeah. They're like, all right, go ahead. So pretty straightforward stuff. And usually when I go through, I always expect to get talked to because of how I look, but I never do. They never have asked me to stop or like pull over or anything. They're like, yep, go ahead through. So pretty easy. No one's in the call yet either. I've actually plugged my GoPro in to the car while I'm driving now to see if that works to charge it while it's being in use, and it's actually working all right so far. We'll see how that actually goes though. I'm not holding out hope on it, but I think the GoPro will last until the end of our trip, which is good. because we're getting close to that point here soon. I was kind of hoping that some friends of mine would jump into the call soon so they could join me for the last leg, but I don't think they're going to. I think they're all up to their own stuff right now, so. I know my brother is playing some game with some friends right now, so that's why he's not in here, but once I'm all set up and I got all my PC all set up and everything back at the home base, I'll be all set and things will work out good. I forgot to mention that in Las Cruces, I tried to use my card to go pay for some for my soda, but unfortunately, their card reader didn't work, and the swipe didn't work because it wants me to card read it instead. So I ended up having to pay in cash. It's been a while since I've actually had to pay for a product in cash, which is kind of weird, isn't it? Well, guys, we officially made it into Arizona. We just crossed the border. I felt like I was in New Mexico forever, but we made it. The scenery's gorgeous right now. I've been recording a lot of it on my time lapse here. It's been really nice. People in front of me are going to the rest area. They slowed down like crazy. But yeah, it looks pretty sweet out here. Can't wait to be home, basically. The gas gauge is telling me that I got 221 miles, and I think there's around 133 miles left of our trip. We basically follow this until we're done. Let me triple check though. It's 151 miles. Okay, so we have 151 miles and 220 miles of gas. So we got plenty of gas to get to where we need to go. I don't know if I'll fill up or not. It looks really desolate out here, but I think I might just keep it going until we're actually into Tucson itself before I actually get any gas just to have. But overall, successful drive. I'm in a call right now. I'm just muted so that people can not hear me while I do this part of the video. But yay, we're making good progress, and we'll soon be home. We have 2 hours and 20 minutes left of our drive, and in front of me it looks like the road stretches on forever, but I know it doesn't, so we're almost there.